Oh, we weren't live.
We're
I wasted
live.
my bit.
We're live. Do it now. Do your bit now.
Just what I do when I can't get no loving. It's a Trick Pony song about
Yes.
Picasso. Okay, but I got part of the band with me here today. We've been practicing. Hit it.
Oh, that's good. Set out.
This little box does everything. If you like to sign off, you just
That's some good
yeah,
jam, definitely.
yeah. That is a. I have friends that are drummers that they say that thing is really neat, but we hate it because it'll knock us out of work.
Right. We always would
This
rather have a
does,
real drummer, definitely.
that's a that's a beat buddy. It does anything. But anyway, I'm back from my suck some oxygen in all day.
How was that? Tell me about that.
It was fine, except they got me in there about an hour late because they had three other people doing it.
Uh,
They only do one at a time. I don't know, but it wasn't bad. They checked my blood sugar before I went in, and afterwards, it was 139, which is real good.
yes, that is good.
And I'm not on medicine. I said I go. It's when I have Reese's Reese's cups the night before my blood sugar goes down. I don't know. Anyway,
Exactly.
I did that. I had to get that. Had to get naked and get in scrubs and
Oh no.
lay in this big glass thing. I felt like I was in some aquarium for tourists to look at,
Wow.
But you lay there and they get it to where it's just 90% oxygen that you breathe, and then they bring you back down. And
Right.
I felt a little wobbly when I left there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I could have got to my car and drove. Darren came and got me, but
Good.
yeah, it's going to be okay. It's just it was fine. My doctor came in, looked at my wound. He said, "Man, this is looking really good." And I said, "That's really good." So
Definitely. Want that definitely.
so anyway, I did that, and so you tell me, Dale. Hey, everybody, Dale had a birthday
I did. I
yesterday.
certainly did. Yes, I did.
Let's sing to him. Come on, everybody. Happy birthday to
49.
you.
That's how
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Dale. Happy birthday to you.
indeed I
Yeah.
did. It was a wonderful birthday.
Oh, yeah. 49.
49.
Man, I remember 49. I was still picking up chicks in those days. Okay.
I am too. That's not going to be a problem. I can do that stuff.
49. And so he had a birthday yesterday, and he's got big news to talk to me about.
After
I
the
think,
show, I definitely do. But again,
that's,
just watching this thing every day, one piece comes into place is so awesome to watch all this stuff come together for you're the ticket show. So cool.
gee, I got my hat on backwards. Okay.
You do. What NHL hat is that? I see it's an NHL hat. What team? Oh, there we go. The Golden Knights. You're
Yeah,
singing.
I had to wear in this chamber. You had to wear something over your
Right.
hair and stuff. So I said, well, what about a hat? Well, we could put a towel over you. I said, I just soon have a hat, okay?
Exactly.
And yeah, that's they said they're going to do 30 of these treatments. That
No.
5 days a week, that'll take me into April.
Right.
I don't think they'll do that many.
I think
I
you're
put the
good.
little thing. I put the little thing on Facebook last night. Gee, I've had 1 million people write. I've had nurses that I don't know, and they've wrote and said, "Oh wow, we've seen miracles come out of those things." And I've
Tell
had people go, "Oh, you'd be so happy that you got to do that. We got some
right.
friends. Boy, if we could get them to do it, that would be great." And my
Exactly.
doctor came in and saw. Yeah, so it's all a. I call it kind of the last leg of getting this thing fixed, but it's
Right.
and I think it is.
You think about that compared to having your leg chopped off. That is a good. That's a good result. Definitely.
Yeah, I think yeah because the chop your leg off. I didn't care if I do 30 of these or 60.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
And I guess I'll have to start me a fund me page. Fund me page. I'm I'm in a glass bubble for the next 30 days.
You're going to be fine, Mike. That's what's so cool about all this. It's all going to be wonderful. And by the
Oh, I know it's going to be because
right.
I think supper tonight is back at Domino's Pizza again.
Oh, really? Good supper.
Well, I can do pizza every day, and Mom she just does whatever I get. And big giant large pizza, $7.99, 3 toppings, and
That's pretty
it's
good.
I literally when I get done talking to you, I get on here and I click order, bam, I click the button, I put on a coat, I get in my car, I drive just right up the street and pull in their parking lot, and you get the text that says text here so we'll know you're there. And like the other day when I did it,
The other night, tell me
I
about that.
I was texting HE. They knocked on the window. Dot, dot, dot. Here's your pizza. It was ready
Exactly.
before I said I didn't even get to type next. And the girl goes, "Oh, we know your car. It's here quite a bit."
Exactly.
So
That's the key to being to being like Norm on Cheers. That's what I said. It's just like Norm on Cheers.
yeah, yeah. Okay, it's your turn.
My turn to talk. Okay, well,
You better talk, or I'll interrupt it with something.
make sure to email me at dalewileyShow@gmail.com if you want to be on the show. And I'm just telling you, all the stuff we're seeing happening, it's all coming to life. It's really kind of amazing to watch this thing come together. So happy and so amazed at all the things coming together at the same time. I love it.
Or you can email me, and I'll just send you the link.
That's fine.
And just
one of
act
us
like you're
is
me.
fine. Either one of us is fine because, as I say, I want to share everything. When we talk about this stuff, it's all one team. It's one group of people.
I could have had no soda. I could have no soda before I went to the chamber.
Really? What's the
No.
soda rule?
Soda.
Okay, but what is the rule about it? Why could you not have it?
Because of the caffeine or whatever. The different weird rules. Now I can understand the rules since it's pumping pure oxygen. Like you can't take a cigarette or a cigarette lighter or things like that. And I can understand those.
Yes.
It's okay.
But it seems a little different than no caffeine, though. That's weird.
Well, but then the lady in charge, I said, I haven't had anything to eat today. I took some pills.
Right.
I haven't had anything to eat because with through the years, the irritable bowel thing, I didn't want to get stuck in this big glass tube. And because if you got to get out, you got to wait 14 minutes for them to levelize the pressure. And I know when I have to go, it's 14 seconds if you're lucky. So, but anyway, I told her, I said, well, I can't have a soda. She goes, yeah, you probably can. I said, well, on the paperwork, it's so whatever. But you know what? One day when I was at that guy's music store with the cowboy church thing, great big cowboy came in with this Hoss Cartwright hat on. You could spot him a million miles. Big belt buckle. Yeah, play guitar. Yeah. What's wrong with your foot? And I told him, yeah, I had some toes or something that were doing that, or I don't know what he said. And then his wife, she came in with his guitar. She did everything for him. And I said, "You just carry his guitar in?" "Oh, yeah. I've had COVID, but I think I got over it." "Oh, okay." And neither one of them had masks on or anything. So I'm sitting in the waiting room today, and this big giant cowboy with the horse cart ride hat comes walking by me. It's his back. The lady's behind him carrying his crutches. I go, "Hey, didn't I meet you at the music store?" "Yeah, yeah." "Oh, okay. Well, hi." And he had a foot on crutches and had it all wrapped up and everything.
Really?
So, so Darren, he came down to take me just in case I couldn't walk when I got out of there, and he just had to kill a couple hours. And but he wanted to. He wanted to come down here. So.
And Darren is going to be part of this thing. Everybody that you're talking about, it's all going to be part of the same big group. I see it that way anyway.
Darren's a hard worker. Darren's a real good hard worker. He's retired. Me and Darren tried to do a thing in July and August here in Branson.
Didn't go though.
And
how about that?
That didn't go at all. But we know why it didn't go. I mean, it was our mistake. We thought it was a location that was not doing very much, but we thought with what we were putting in there, it would pull it together. And it just didn't. But Darren's ready to do something. Darren, his wife said they're both getting kind of depressed because they're sitting up there in Ozark.
Right.
They retired. They've just moved here. And she goes, basically, he hasn't felt good because she goes, he just don't do anything all day. Right. So a while ago, I had him, before he brought me home, we drove around, looked at a couple of theaters that might be empty or this or that. He's getting into it, looking at them.
Yes.
But yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if he'd want to do any. I don't know what he'd want to do.
Who knows?
Because, like I said, he sold his old house and he made a lot of money off of it. But he bought a house, but he made a lot of money. His main deal, like he said, was he wanted to move to Branson so he could do something with me. Right. So that's pretty good.
So now we're halfway through the show. So tell me some of your favorite crane stories. Tell me a couple of crane stories.
Well, at one time I had a chili dog and farted. Okay, that's one of them. No, I thought I was going to get beat up one time. Here's a story. Don't have anything to do with what we're doing. It was at right down from the high school. What was that called? That lady ran it. Big gal.
I don't know. We were in high school a long time apart. So the one by Nifty's or whatever.
It was right on the corner, across from Hudson's Tire.
Oh, okay. That's probably Nifty's at that time. It was Nifty's. Probably. That became
Dairy Lane.
Right.
Anyway, I learned this fun little trick that you could do at a pool table.
All right.
Some guys were playing pool, and there was one guy that used to hang out. He was real skinny. He wasn't quite all there.
Right.
I forget. Everybody liked him, but he was always he was missing it. Sure. But he liked to play pool. I told him, I said, "Okay, I'll play you this game pool." I go, so he shot and he got what stripes or what? He got his balls.
Right.
And so I shot, and then he shot, and then the 8-ball was sitting right by the pocket.
Sure.
And in pool, you got to get all your balls in before you put the 8-ball in.
Right. Sure.
So and he had already put 6 or 7 of his balls in. I didn't put any in on purpose.
Was it Tex Murray? The
Tex Murray, that's who it was.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's Nancy Murray's. She was his brother. He was her brother-in-law.
He's an awesome guy. He just
he was
slipped a few cogs. But I told him, I said, "Okay, Tex, I said, I'll bet you $5 or $10 that you don't get another shot." And I'm chalking up. Right. Oh, well, you don't think I'll get another shot? You go, still got all your balls out there. I go, $10. He said, "I bet you." So I reared back, Then I turned and aimed toward the 8 ball. Shot. 8 ball went in the pocket. Oh shoot! I knocked the 8 ball in. I, I lost, but you don't give another shot, so give me my $10. Oh yeah, he didn't. I don't know. He'd been. And he was smart enough. He'd been taken, and he knew it. And I didn't get my $10. But I was like, I got to be careful of that trick. Who you do it to, you know?
Exactly. He was a good guy, though. Definitely a good guy. He just died recently, but
Did he really?
He definitely was a Crane institution. I will tell you that for sure.
Yeah, he was a swell guy. He loved to hang out at these dairy lanes and stuff where all the high school kids, where everybody was. You know, he liked to stay young, and
he was good at it too.
well, he was good, and that was a small town where people would treat people like him
right
with respect, exactly. And they didn't mind him being there at all.
Exactly, part of the show.
Yeah, it was. Crane was just. We've said it a lot of times. A small town, and a lot of people chose just to live there their whole life, and they're perfectly happy at it. A lot of people chose to move on and try to do something else. Right. And I mean, and neither one is right or wrong.
Again, I like to say, like Bruce Phelan says, Crane is the center of the universe. I believe that to be true. Even if it's not geographic, I believe that to be true.
Well, I love the center of something.
Bruce Phelan is an amazing guy as well.
It's a little town. I mean, it's your pure little town.
It's so small that most people don't even know. They say my town was 50,000 people. It was small. No, it was not. You're from Crane. It's 1,000 people. That's small. That's really small.
And it's always been that way. 1,000, 1,009, 1,003, 1,000.
I think it made up to 1,300 at one time. It's not very.
And for such a small town, just for instance, my dad had a Chevrolet dealership, and Bill Jenkins had a Ford dealership.
Right.
There was 2 or 3 banks. There was a huge auto parts store. 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5 gas stations. 2 dairy lanes where you could eat. There was 3 or 4, 5 insurance agents.
Right.
I mean, to be a little town, it had a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of towns don't have new car dealerships.
Right.
Gee, there was
ships. Yes.
Yeah, it was fun town. And I like that picture you had of was it the one with Coach Conrad's on it? It's the back of him, the backside of him.
That was Wes Thomas, who died last week. Right.
And I didn't know him, but to see the back of Coach Conrad right there, that is just as plain Coach Conrad as you can get, man.
Exactly. And again, I think it was
the shirt he had on was number 27.
Right.
I'm just going. I know Coach Conrad. There's some reason he had that shirt on. That shirt meant something to him. But,
what happened was that when I started high school baseball, I was the same age as his son Kyle, and so for whatever reason, that's when he came back and started coaching again. And so I don't know why I had 27, but again, I watched him grow up as a coach. It was so cool to like come back and see how he was maturing as a coach. It was so very cool.
Well, we saw playing in our league, all the little towns around. Of course, you get to see all the coaches. And man, me and the guys, we wouldn't have traded him for any coach around anywhere.
And we just like looking at how he just made everything so professional and so big. He did it so well for high school coach. An amazing guy.
He was so professional. He was stern though. I mean, he could he wasn't just easy on you. I mean, he was a tough coach. And now a good basketball story one time. Let's see. Randy Bowling was on the bench,
All right.
and he was kind of one of those guys on the bench didn't get to play much,
Right.
but because he was young, I played varsity ball freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. Freshman year, I was pretty much a sub, but gee, I was a freshman, uh, and I started some. But then after that, I was a starter all the time.
Right.
And I remember a game one night. It was at Crane, and he yelled at Bowling to go into the game. Bowling, get in the game right now. You know, that's kind of the way Conrad was. He didn't.
Right.
He didn't give you 30 seconds to get ready to get on the game. He just say, grab you. He's like, get in the game.
Right.
And Randy Bowling jumped up and pulled his warm-up pants off along with his basketball shorts.
No.
So he was standing there with his Crane socks and tennis shoes and jock strap right there. And that's something you don't see all the time. Hey, I guess all the basketball NCAA stuff's going to be happening before long too.
So will be. Sure will be. It's March now, officially March Madness.
Yeah, it is March 1st. I moved to Nashville on April Fool's Day, April 1st.
All right.
And then I did something around here on April 1st. I forget. Yeah, I don't know. It was, I went from Crane to Springfield. So that was okay.
Sure.
Springfield to Nashville. Yeah, it was different, but it was.
How was that? Tell me about that.
Springfield to Nashville.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Springfield to Nashville, you never know. I mean, anymore, you don't know who's going to get record deals and who doesn't. I mean,
sure.
I think if every singer or writer knew exactly how to pitch and what to pitch, a lot of them would have it. You can't read the minds of what they're looking for.
Right.
And I just always thought, I don't want to get old and always say I should have went to Nashville, but I didn't. Exactly. Now I didn't go down there with the attitude, oh, I'm going to get a record deal. No, I just wanted to go down, see what the business was like, see if I thought I'd want to stay or not. Met a lot of people, and that was fun. And I moved there into a big warehouse. It was all glass that overlooked downtown. Is a couple blocks up the street. I could look down at the arena. And what I moved into was a big warehouse, and it used to be a women of ill repute house type thing. Okay. Because all night long, I mean, my doors, I could open up two of them and drive a car in. And then my living room was all windows that overlooked downtown. And all hours of the night, guys knocking on the door. I'm here to see Bambi. Bambi's not here anymore. Where'd she go? The whole business left. I live here. It's my house. And people would be mad at me.
I bet
because I took away their whole house.
Right.
But I lived there for a while. That was kind of neat. That was kind of your Patrick Swayze. What did he live in, a barn or something, or what? Yes. It's kind of the same deal. I was right in the middle of town, but I was. But it's a concrete warehouse. No, there's nowhere to take the dog to go tinkle.
Right.
You just had to put on a leash and try to go walk around the neighborhood and try to find some grass somewhere.
Uh-huh.
We had no vented windows in it. Had air conditioning, but no windows that could open. Wow. And we had a printer press company underneath us that did all, printing, which
sounds like hot and loud.
Sometimes it would be loud or it'd stink really bad, So anyway, we got out of that, and that was different.
What year? 95?
Well, I'd been there a few years. Let's see. It'd been in the mid-90s because I'd moved to a townhouse whenever the 1999 switched to 2000. Everybody thought everything was going to shut down. I was in that townhouse then. I wasn't downtown anymore. So that might have been I might have moved there 97, 98. I don't know. It was I remember the first couple days I was there. Down the street that night, Kiss was there.
Really?
And I'm going, oh my gosh, I just moved to a town. There's music everywhere. And Kiss is right down the street tonight. Shoot. And it's funny, all the scalpers in Nashville, it's just backwards. I mean, yeah, try to go to St. Louis and buy scalp tickets. You pay over. In Nashville, you pay less. I mean, if it's hockey, say there's hockey seats down low, let's just say at one point in time they were like $70 a piece.
Sure.
So they're probably higher than that now. You could buy them. You could buy. Okay, I'll give you these two for $30 a piece. You know,
right.
From the scalpers. I mean, it was just the opposite. You could always, and I knew all the scalpers, so I could always go to hockey games cheap. Until, like I said, I played in a sports bar there. Played after the game got over, and I got all free tickets sitting on the glass. So, so that was fun. And when Gretzky played there, I was right there on the glass, you know. And all I had to do is, if I brought anybody to help me carry my guitar, I just tell them how many people I had. There were some guys that didn't like hockey, so they went up in the sports bars up in the tower, and they played some music before the game started.
Who doesn't like hockey though? What is that? What's wrong with that?
Although they were just doing it to try to get their name out there as singers and players. So the manager said, well, if they play before the game, can you just come up at the end of the game and play some music? Just plug into the PA systems up here, just you. I said, yeah, because I got to watch the whole game. All I had to do is right before the buzzer, just boom, run out, get on the elevator, go up there. And the manager was so cool. He'd say, man, let's just do a few songs, give away some tickets, and close up and go home. Right. So I didn't have to do hardly anything. And really? I did have I had a radio station in Nashville. They come up and they wanted me to go to work for them on the air, oldie station. I said, what do you want me to do? They go, we want you to be a personality on the air. They go, because we've said here, and you're a goofball. They go, you're a nut. And they said, we hollered one time, we hollered a while ago and said, okay, we want to hear a Kiss song, Leonard Skinner song, Garth Brooks song, a George Strait song. They go, we named off like 10 different artists. Right. We go, we want to hear them all in a medley. I said, okay, here we go. I just want to rock and roll all night and party every day with my friends in low places. And I just made it up. And that's the night they said, we need you to go to work. They go, if you want to go to work at the radio station, come down and talk to us Monday. I didn't. I was doing other stuff.
Why not?
But I was busy doing other stuff. Right. I mean, then the karaoke stuff and all wasn't near as big, and you could get $250, $300 a night to go do karaoke show.
Sure. So
I was lining up 3 or 4 nights of karaoke that was bringing in $1,000, and that was 3 or 4 nights, and all the days I got to do. Me and a couple buddies to go play golf and.
Right. Sounds good.
It was being fun. We didn't have to do the other stuff, you know, but it was, then I'd pick up the corporate parties and they go, well, these people, their budget's only $1,000. Right. Okay. I can do it.
Exactly.
But that market, it all got flooded. I mean, it ended up with
everything got flooded. Nashville, that town.
Today there's probably 300 DJs that do stuff there.
Right. So anyway, it's about time for this show to end. Thanks to everybody. Share the broadcast. And I just enjoy this every day with Mike. Oh,
hey, you got some seconds. What'd you do on your birthday?
Okay, I did. I basically had over 400 people contact me on my birthday. I had really great deals. I had the best birthday ever. Loved it. No, I just treat every day as a special day because, again, I just believe that I'm a miracle, and everyone should treat every day as beautiful because it is.
Well, you know, it's very true because people that don't know a lot about you I'm sure you have days when you say, I'm lucky I'm here, you know?
I used like look at that thing when you commented on that. It's like I used to feel that way, and now I realize I'm a dang miracle, and everybody just needs to know that I'm coming. I'm doing this stuff. We got all this stuff to do because I am a miracle, and I'm gonna take it and survive and be thankful for it. Thank you, Jesus, for this. And this is
I
New
am too.
once again with my friend Mike Reed.